So draft, what'd you think?
Weird.
You are so.
He is. You got to turn on your microphone. You have people who do that for you.
I had to come see you guys. I haven't seen you guys in a
And
while.
you came with gifts.
I came with gifts.
Came with gifts.
Got a
Couple
hat.
I got a
hats.
nice Kentucky Derby run for the roses. Hat.
This is what I'm going to do every time I come into studio.
Bring stuff?
Yeah, I'm just going to clean out my office.
Yeah.
So you're going to slowly get my whole office
Wow.
in
What
here.
next?
All
What can we
the
get
stuff
next?
you want out,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
All the leftovers.
The pile. Yeah.
He is brought to you by
Blue Chew. Blue Chew has the first chewables that give you confidence in the bedroom. Go to bluechew.com today to get your first month for free. Just pay $5. And Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. Your win is waiting.
You have gotten more handsome through the year.
Oh, you're very
I got a
handsome.
haircut yesterday. So
You know
that
what
helps.
it is as well? You don't party, so you look more fresh.
I guess I haven't
More often.
I've had one of those weeks where I have not slept.
But it's not
slept
because you're
4
boozing.
hours. No, it's because I'm working.
Right.
These playoff games are
grind.
too late.
Yeah.
Sound like an old man right now. I are. I mean, the 9:30 tip for the Clips Nugs, and we had to record after. I didn't get home till 1 a.m.
Can you imagine if you were still drinking and partying while you were still working these hours?
Be the death of me.
Exactly.
I am going to go to Vegas next weekend though for the Sphere, and I will be doing some partying.
Who are you seeing there?
Dead and Company.
Oh yeah, that's your
Friday and
thing,
Saturday
right?
night. Yeah, very excited.
Who's the lead?
Who's the lead?
Like, does John Mayer do? Like, wait, I'm not a dead guy, but
I don't even know if you're a music guy with that type of
I'm
question.
not a dead
No,
guy.
but
What was that question?
The
Who's the
guy's
lead?
dead.
Who's leading?
Yeah, who's like
Jerry
their lead
Garcia?
singer?
Are you talking about Jerry Garcia? He's been dead for 30 years.
So don't they usually have like a fill-in guy there?
They've been a band. Dead and Company's been a band for like a decade.
Is that
now.
John Mayer?
Yes.
Oh, so John Mayer is not a
He's the
rotating
lead guitarist.
musician.
Yes.
He is their guy now.
Yes.
Will you
Yeah, I
leave
didn't
your
know that.
phone back at the hotel so you don't take pictures or send any?
Of the Sphere?
No, of you partying while there.
No, I
Okay.
don't bring my phone. Come on.
You gonna shroom again?
I almost swore because I'm low on sleep. Heck yes.
Yeah.
Heck yes.
Have you ever had a bad trip from them?
Yeah, but that's
That wouldn't keep you from doing them
a
again?
long time ago. Yeah. They've made
They're
them so
cleaner
good
now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've
Are they
made them
synthetic?
So good. I don't know.
You got to have a next play mentality too. You can't think about what happened previously.
I think when it comes, I think
you
it
can
comes.
think about it for a while.
Yeah, I think when it comes to mushrooms,
Yeah,
I
you
think I can make an
about that.
exception.
That could stick around for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for that. Yeah, it's been busy. The playoffs. You guys don't watch the association, but
That's
it's been
not true.
great.
No,
not true.
it
It's
has been great.
LeBron going down in Game 5 was awesome. That was sad how they went out.
Are you in championship shape?
I'm not in championship shape. Luka needs to get in
I
championship
think you're in
shape.
better shape than Luka.
I might be. It was bad. It was bad. I said today he has a little bit of early Embiid where it's like he was injured, but he's always like in a state of injury that you can't really define.
Let me ask you a stupid question then with that as the backdrop. Did Nico Harrison make a decent deal?
No. He made a
Okay.
terrible deal.
If
He might be right.
yes, but he should have shopped them to everybody.
Correct.
Of course. I just mean moving on from him.
The results could be right. The process was completely screwed up.
Fair, but you'd think that maybe moving on from him may ultimately turn out to be the right thing.
I don't know about that even because I still think Luka's a top 5 player in the league. That roster was not built correctly for him.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, you got a 40-year-old LeBron James making $52 million a year. When you have Luka, you need size behind him. You need a center who he can lob to on offense and who can also protect the rim when he gets blown by 9
They
times
had
a
no
game.
rim protection.
None.
That game, it was so shocking, and I know he has been out of shape, but with the back spasms and how slow he was moving, it looked like, you know how like they used to do the Legends game when they would bring back the old guys. He looked like a retired guy who was playing one fun game.
What I will never understand is what is he eating or drinking to be out of shape when he plays basketball every day?
Everything.
Could you imagine if you played basketball every day? Like you can't. It's hard to get out of shape when you play basketball.
I used to
every
drink
day.
and walk on the treadmill at the same time.
Right. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
You don't gain weight. You just like
You're gifted like that.
I don't fluctuate.
Yeah. What have you bet? What have you weighed for like the last 20 years?
Between 185 and 190.
And it's just that.
And he
Yeah,
lost 10 pounds on with
I
the
had the
norovirus.
norovirus, got down to 177.7.
Oh, you guys both got hit by that.
Yeah,
right.
this winter
you guys
was
were
bad.
Kissing?
No, I had it earlier in the year. I got it from the Illini.
My grandson has this tendency to pass along different viruses.
Yeah, the kids will do that.
Yeah.
Kids will do that.
Yeah.
They'll bring home every germ.
It's not the diet, as Sylvie defined it. It's not the diet you want.
No. Wait, how old is he now?
He's 8 months.
Okay.
He's a bruiser.
He's starting to smile at you and everything.
Oh, he smiles at me every
You
day.
can have one more?
No.
What?
Heck no. 4 is, listen, 3 is a lot.
Yes.
4 is,
You
I
gotta
don't know
get
how you did 4.
basketball starting lineup.
No, then I didn't get 5?
We were pretty set on 3 as well. The 4th one came 6 years later.
That's just because you're so attractive.
No
It's hard to
question.
keep your hands off.
Yeah,
you.
you know.
That's why you should get ugly, man.
No doubt.
Yeah, I'm going to start getting uglier.
So you
Start drinking again.
Yeah.
Did you hear that Danny Zetterman is paying Eddie to work and he's taking it out of your head?
Yeah, I need a commission fee for Eddie. And Zetterman, I mean, doesn't show up on Fridays to work. What is
No.
that?
It's his new thing.
It's
That's
his
standard.
new thing?
That's
Yeah.
standard policy.
Yeah, and he stole Eddie from me today.
Eddie's by far the nicest guy in
Ever.
the city of
I
Chicago.
love Eddie. He's the best, but he stole him.
Yeah.
And I didn't know this either because I brought up to Eddie. I go, wait. When Big Cat comes in, he's going to give us this stuff that we're trying to steal him. You said that to us at the combine.
Yeah.
Little did I know he was supposed to do a show at Barstool too, but he committed to this first.
Yes. So this is not Eddie's fault whatsoever. I do a YouTube show every day from 12 to 2. It's like an ensemble cast. There's like 6, 7 of us. Whenever someone's out, I try to get Eddie in the mix because it's fun. He's a great guy to have around. And I texted him last night. I was like, oh, someone's out. Do you want to come in? He's like, oh, I'm doing ESPN 1000. Danny Zetterman's trying to steal me. And I was like, oh, okay. Sounds good. No, I told Eddie, don't cancel on Yurko. Because really, Yurko would be the one that loses in this because he can't carry a show by himself.
Well, it's
No, it was
Carm.
with Carmen.
Yerk was out.
Yerk was out. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought it was Eddie and Yerk.
No.
They would have
So, all
no-
right, so then I might, because Carm can carry a show by
Of course.
himself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yerk cannot. I
Right.
thought it was Eddie and Yerk, and I was like,
Oh.
you have to go there because Yerk he's going to get 5 minutes in and he's not going to know what to do. Has he done a 2-hour show or 3-hour show by
He's
himself?
spectacular when I don't know solo. He used to do the NASCAR show.
Oh.
He used to host the NASCAR show and drive that, but he only drives on the holiday, the day before Christmas. Is that what it is, or Thanksgiving?
Is it Thanksgiving, I think.
But he's really good at it.
Oh, of course. I mean, he's the most entertaining guy you
Yeah,
guys
you just got to have
He
you
is. He is.
you got to turn him
Would
on.
you not disagree?
Don't
He
let
is.
him hear
Everyone in this
Yeah.
building knows Yerk is the most entertaining guy.
Yes.
You can define it any way you want. He is.
Do you have the question he was asking Pat Murphy? Can you call that up? It was on our screen
This
the other
was
day. Jack.
entertaining.
And Big Cat then didn't know that Meller was off the show either.
Well, I saw him on the White Sox broadcast last night.
He is the pre and post game show host of
Good
the
for
Sox
him.
these days.
Did you guys fight for him?
Of course we
No,
did.
you fight to keep him?
Do you know where you're at right now?
Did you fight to keep him?
This is better for him.
I understand, but did you fight to keep him?
Yeah.
Or was it like,
Did you want us to stifle his career?
I'm just asking if you
Yeah.
fought. You
That's
had to
like
put
we
up a
said
good
in the
fight.
Ben Johnson
I'm
interview.
just asking if you fought. I understand that's
No,
great for
did
him.
not fight.
Congratulations. But you got to fight for
I don't
your
think fight,
guys.
but we let him know that, hey, listen, if this is best for you, do it. But we're going to miss having you on the show.
Sounds
We
like you didn't fight
want
for
you
him.
to.
I'd
We
fight
did.
for
want you to
my-
stay.
I'd fight for my guys.
Even if it was a promotion.
Yeah, well, I'd be like,
Are you trying to
Barstool.
stifle?
what can we get?
You're
what
a
can we make-
stifler.
What can we make it so that you're happier here?
You're a stifler.
Well,
That's
we
what
don't
you are.
pay him. Like,
Well,
the,
then you
the
probably
company
should have.
pays him.
You probably should.
He does this for free.
I would have done that.
I know because
If
you
Meller's
run
listening
things
right now,
different.
I would have paid you out of my own pocket. But I fight for my guys, unlike these guys.
All right, let's play. This is Yurko with Pat Murphy. Listen to this. So he's asking a question.
Okay.
You got to see the video along
The
with
video
it.
is even better. He'll shrug in the middle because he loses his train of thought.
I love Yerk so much.
Absolutely. Hey, the thing that drives us crazy.
Reminded, including all of us. We all need to be reminded, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, the thing that drives us crazy down here, you know, a lot of people down here are Cub fans. You guys are playing the White Sox now. You go home, you end up playing the Chicago Cubs. You know, when you're coming up here is,
Let me ask you something about counsel, Skip.
Carm dives in and
Needs to get
saves.
plugged back in.
Yeah.
Oh,
He had a
man.
mini stroke.
That was great.
He had a mini stroke.
He didn't know
And
where
you're going to
he-
see the video.
He looks at Carmi. He's like, I need
I lost
help.
it. I lost it. Oh, man.
The most entertaining, even when he's not trying to be entertaining.
Right, that's the beauty of
that
him.
was better than any question he could have asked Pat Murphy.
He's there's certain guys in life where if you meet them and you're like, you could talk about anything and you'll have a good time. That's Yerk.
That is Yerk.
It's why guys like Sean Payton and Andy Reid and all of those guys, they gravitate
Yes.
towards him.
Yeah.
And he tells the story that, like, Tom Coughlin was the biggest hard ass in the history of football.
Right.
He couldn't keep a straight face around Yerk.
Right.
Like Yerk, he told Yerk that you are my, you know, my.
and
my-
you do what you
kryptonite.
do.
you keep
Yeah,
doing
don't-
what you're doing.
Yeah, he
The
said,
kryptonite.
don't
Yeah.
change.
Yeah.
We need a guy like you.
Yeah.
All right, so before we talk about the Bears draft, you said something to us about the phony phone call to Shedeur Sanders.
Oh, yeah. So what was your guys' take?
I think it's a dick move.
Okay.
I mean, like, listen, these are all of these, whether it's Abdul Carter, it's
Yeah,
Shedeur
yeah.
Sanders,
Agreed.
Tyler Warren.
Agreed.
It was fraternity guys being fraternity guys, and they were dumb to film themselves.
Agreed on all that. Jerks shouldn't have done it, trying to steal a moment. The reaction afterwards has been insane. Like the fact that like the fine of what was it, $250,000 or something?
$250 to the Falcons, right? And $100,000 for Jeff Ulbrich.
People wanting this kid's head on a spike, like being like, I can't believe, he committed murder in their eyes. It was bad. It was stupid. It was a prank phone call. Those happen. I don't know. It just felt like the reaction got really
But wasn't
insane.
it over the security issue that
Okay,
Ulbrich,
sure.
not the phone call
Yeah.
necessarily, how he got the number to begin with.
Yeah, he left his iPad
Listen,
open.
at the end of the day, once you get past the outrage, what I would say is hey, NFL, multi-billion dollar
That's-
industry, find a cleaner way to do
Yes,
this so this
yes.
doesn't happen.
FaceTime him.
Or give
That's
him a
pretty
phone.
easy,
and
right?
I'll give you a phone.
That's
and,
good FaceTime.
That's pretty easy.
But I'm going to give you a
solved it.
phone.
And
and
why couldn't we think of
there's
that?
only
Yeah.
32 numbers that it will accept. Everything else gets ignored.
that works as well.
That's it.
Yeah, it's
Not
very
some-
easy. You're right.
not
That
some-
NFL, I agree with you.
Aren't there deep fakes though, where you could call someone and look like Ryan Poles now?
Listen, if you go to those lengths, you deserve it. Right? Like if you're gonna go to those lengths to try to deep fake NFL GM, you deserve to get through.
I think it's simple that you limit the access of calls
Easy.
that could come to each phone. Period.
Super
End of
easy.
story.
That Shedeur thing was crazy.
Or have each like the people who are being drafted get the phone that each team is calling
Yeah.
and program it in.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then so they
You
see
can do
at the
this.
Falcons.
Yeah, you can do it in a cleaner, more
Yes.
safe and efficient way.
Yes,
All
I
right.
agree.
Good
I was
players.
shocked by the Burden pick. Now
Yeah.
I've grown to like it because of the analysis,
Yeah.
but I could not believe it.
Weird is not bad. Weird is just we all think we went into the draft thinking the same thing. They're going to get a running back. They're going to get an edge rusher with
And a
one of
tackle.
these. Yeah, and a tackle with one of these first three picks. I do think Ryan Poles got sniped a couple times. Like the way the draft unfolded, you could see it. Like the the Ohio State backs
Yes.
go, and then they immediately trade back.
I wonder
they were
if-
going to take one of those.
I
guys.
wonder if Banks is available at 10 and hadn't gone at 9 to the Saints, had they gone in that direction
Interesting.
versus the tight end.
I don't know. It's
Because
from
all-
everything
at
we've
that
heard,
point,
they've
all
loved
three-
him. They loved him. The
Yeah.
Colson
Yeah.
Loveland. Like
But
that
I-
was always circled.
But did they also love Banks?
I don't know.
See,
But
that's the point. I don't know. That's the one question
Yeah.
that I would
I think
would
they
want to
loved
answer.
Genty and they loved Loveland. And we
Yeah.
don't know about Banks.
yeah. I also don't know if the Genty thing was a smoke.
Yeah, I was just
going to
say, do we know that they loved Genty?
Ryan Poles' tell has been in drafts that the guy he does not talk about at all is usually the guy he ends up picking.
My guess is they loved Abdul Carter as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you are not going to get that.
Right, and I'm happy they didn't trade up. I was
Yeah,
very happy
me
with
too.
that because there was that moment. I think we all had the same anxiety when the Jaguars make their move, and then Mason Graham goes to the Browns at 5, and you're like, all right, are the Bears going to do this? Are they going to give up draft
Because
capital for
a
running
lot
back?
of the reporters were saying
Right.
they were working the
Right.
phones.
So I'm happy that that Ryan Poles stayed pat on that. But it was I think a good draft. I do like Luther Burden a lot. I liked him at Mizzou. He didn't have the best year last year, but the year before he was really, really good. What's going to happen at running back? Is our defense going to be, are we going to just try to outscore teams? Because I think there are holes in the defense that are going to need to be addressed. But here's what I'll say. And I made this point earlier this week. in order to be a really good football team, you have to be great at something first. And I do think with the draft capital that the Bears have put into their skill positions, their offensive line, you're hoping that this offense is great. And then next year, if the offense is great this year, next year you can be like, all right, we got to address the defense. And on top of all of that, I'm happy that the Bears are putting all these resources into the offense so that we can, like, in rapid succession, find out if Caleb is the guy.
One of the things this team has lacked is true difference makers.
Right.
Now, I was clamoring for offensive tackle help and pass rushing help. If Colston Loveland is a blue chip player,
right.
If Luther Burden III is a blue chip player, then you've just accomplished one of the goals you set out to do, which was to add more difference making players. I think what they did is look, it better work, because if we get to November and you've got a problem at left tackle and you're not sacking enough quarterbacks, the same questions are going to bubble to the surface.
And I don't want to put added pressure on Caleb Williams, but I am excited for the fact that we've eliminated a lot of the questions around Caleb Williams from last year. He's got to be great.
Yes.
And it's got to be pretty quick. And if it's not, then you have bigger problems, but at least you're getting the answer to those problems quickly, right?
No question. I look,
because we had it with Mitch, we had it with Justin Fields, we had it with Jay. Remember when Jay,
Yes.
I mean, before Alshon and Brandon Marshall, like, you had it with Jay where it's like, well, he doesn't have anyone to throw to. Like, so you don't have that question anymore with Caleb Williams. He has, one of the best in terms of skill positions outside of running back, arsenals there are in the league.
The phrase everyone uses is there are no more excuses.
Right.
Now, I would say the one excuse that could still, carry a little weight is you're still young.
Of course.
But outside of that,
We have
and
to
I'm
see
not even
major
using
progress.
that. Yeah,
Right. I'm not saying that Caleb Williams is going to have a bad game next year. He's going to have bad games, but it's the progress. And on top of all that, you have Ben Johnson. So it's like everything that all the problems from last year, whether it be running back, offensive line, Keenan Allen is older, switching offensive coordinators, all of those things have been eliminated for him.
Let me ask you about DJ Moore. Ben Johnson at the Combine told us no block, no rock.
Right.
And then we know about them drafting Burden, who is very, very similar to him. And then they were talking about their Ben Johnson after that said there's no depth chart and you have to work for your job. Are they putting DJ Moore on notice, or is that too grand of a jump?
I think it's the whole team. I mean, you're a 5-win team from last year. I mean, and what have we said more than anything when it comes to the head coach and what the Bears are going to do this year is you need a culture. And so I think that's the culture he's instilling, and I'm very excited for it. So I didn't think it as like a pointed DJ Moore, we're talking about you. I saw that more as, hey, here's our culture. We're going to play sound football. It's not just, you're running your routes when you're the primary target. And I
thought that was telling.
Yeah, you saw it with the Lions. The Lions had a culture. The Lions had dudes who were playing football even when they weren't getting the ball.
He said that it's really important. What are you doing when you're not the number one target?
Right.
If you are not, the ball's not intended to go to you. Look, there were moments. I love DJ. I thought DJ had been my favorite player on the team. Last year, there were some things that if you're watching closely, that would leave you unsettled. I thought his frustration, it took away from his level of play. I don't think Antoine Randall will tolerate that.
Yep.
I don't think that Ben Johnson will tolerate that. I don't think they drafted Burden and Loveland just to replace these guys. No. They drafted them so that you have a bevy of offensive weapons to use. I don't think they're looking for their replacements. They're just looking to upgrade. And if, by the way, a couple of years from now you are going to move on, then you don't have to go search.
I completely agree. And why did you hire Ben Johnson? Because of his offensive acumen, and because when you watch the Lions the last couple of years, what they did better than anyone else is they kept defenses on their toes. They kept defenses guessing where the ball is going, what type of, trick plays, whatever it may be, going for it on fourth down. If you have this many guys that should be impactful and they're all doing their job even when they don't get the ball, the defense has no idea where it's going. And that's where hopefully the Bears will start winning games.
All right, on to the Cubs. I want to ask you, so you've been very upfront about putting the pressure on the Cubs to sign Kyle Tucker.
Got to.
So Cap earlier in the week, and this was a big source off, They will deny it's a source off, but I think Jesse thought otherwise. That Jesse was saying there's no conversations, there's no talks.
And Cap was saying,
and well, Cap wasn't saying there's talks. His quote, he goes, "What I'm reporting is the Cubs are wrapping their brain around having to pay Kyle Tucker whatever he wants." Is that a report? Is that news or not news?
that is not news. Jesse wins this round. They're wrapping your brain around what you're going to pay. That means there's no talks.
Right. They're just saying that
they're looking in the mirror being like, all right, you can do this. You can do this. You can pay this money. They haven't gone in and had the conversation yet.
What's the guy from Saturday Night Live, Stuart Smalling?
Yeah, Stuart
I'm
Smalling.
good enough. I'm smart enough.
That's
and
what Tom Ricketts is
I'm rich
doing
enough.
right now.
I'm rich enough, and I could pay him. I'm
Yeah.
rich enough, and I
doggone
could
it,
pay
people
him.
like me.
Yeah, Tom Ricketts is sitting in his office, and he has an assistant walk in every day being like, here is what's in your checking account.
Yeah,
Are
I mean,
you,
all of this.
today is the day that you want to talk to Kyle Tucker?
Get back to me when there are actual offers
I
being
agree.
delivered to the player, or the player is actually asking for a certain number.
And
Until
let's
then,
not freak out when the first, because you know the first report is going to be
$20,000.
And the Cubs have offered something to Kyle Tucker, and Kyle Tucker said no. I'm not going to freak out because we know that's
But
going to
that's
happen.
when
But
we can have the conversation.
That's when I want to see that type of progress happening. And I why not right now? Why not right this second?
Try
Just
at least.
do
Even
it.
if he says, I just want to go to free agency, you go down to him and you say, what number do you need to hear to buy you out of not shopping your services?
Right.
The Blue
No
Jays gave
hometown
Vladdy.
discount.
And you would sell those jerseys like, do you know how many people? I've talked to people who are like, I want to buy a Kyle Tucker
Yeah,
jersey.
the same
but I
with
don't
me.
know.
Yeah.
And like, it's crazy.
We're
They
getting
need to sign Kyle
PCA
Tucker.
and showed up because
I
of
know.
that.
I love PCA.
By the way,
My son asked me if he was faster than PCA. I had to laugh in his face.
Yeah, he is.
Like,
He's
no
fast.
chance.
It's something to strive for.
He's never going to be faster.
Do
than
you
PCA.
like with this is your backdrop? Okay, Vladdy Jr. got $500 million and got a $350 million signing bonus.
And he's fat, ish.
Yeah,
He's
The
a big
point is,
boy.
Tucker's
He's a big boy,
he's older, but Tucker's a better player.
and he's in better shape.
So, like, there's where you're.
That counts.
That's
This is where,
where
look, I've got my Nico
I love
Harrison
it. Fight
hat
for
on.
it,
that's
You
where.
don't want to sign a bad body who's going to be, when he's late 30s.
So
how's that going to look?
wrap your brain around. Vladdy got $500 million, and the guy playing right field for you is better than Vladdy.
Yeah.
That's what you need to wrap your brain around.
Go ahead. Add
So-
another zero.
Yes.
I mean, just
Do you
do
think
it.
that their number is going to be start with a 5? I'm
I mean,
skeptical.
it should.
No chance.
No doubt it should, but will it?
So you're saying there's just no.
I-
you're saying there's
I-
0% chance the Cubs resign.
No, I'm
Kyle
saying there's
Tucker.
like a 10%. I think it's
Oh.
1 in 10. I think it's a long shot.
That's brutal.
Because once he hits free agency, the Yankees want to pay.
So just
But
do
if
it now.
That's right. If you
You bet.
were in his position, would you do it now?
If the number was right, I mean, listen, you never know what the future holds, and yeah, injuries happen, like all that stuff. Like, why if someone gave you the right number right now, you'd have to sign it.
You betting the Bears over 8.5?
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, our offense is gonna be really good. I gotta see the schedule come out May 14th.
Well,
Yeah.
the schedule's
They announced
murderous.
the date for the schedule.
2
The
weeks from
away
yesterday.
games are just murder. The teams that are
Yeah, I
playing.
know, but I got to see how it lines up.
Yeah.
Because if it's like 3 in a row or something like that.
Yeah, last year's schedule was weird when they had the 3 in a row at
Right.
home, 3 in a row on the road.
Remember the year before, didn't they? They had like
every other.
every other
Wait,
week. was-
wait. Who are we playing on? Are we playing the AFC West?
No.
I forgot.
The North.
Yeah,
the North.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got the
Baltimore,
Bengals,
Pittsburgh. Yeah,
Baltimore.
Bengals.
That's not that bad.
Oh, yes. I think the
What do you
Baltimore's on the
mean?
road.
What are you looking at me for?
Since he's on the road.
Whoa, what are you looking at me
is
for? The
Pittsburgh on the
Steelers
road
don't have
too?
a quarterback. The Browns
Steelers
are in
here?
a complete rebuild. The Ravens are very, very good. And the Bengals
Are
are
good.
in a
Really
mini
good.
rebuild.
Yeah.
Like they got to figure out their defense. So
I think the road
That's not-
schedule is impossible.
I think the last time we played both the Steelers and the Browns, we lost.
I'd
didn't we?
rather play
So-
the AFC North than the AFC West.
That's fair.
Chargers, Broncos, and Chiefs are all very
Yeah.
good teams.
I'd
You're
rather
right.
go to Pittsburgh and go to Cleveland and have
Pittsburgh's
the other
coming
two
here,
come here.
though.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
because
that's what
I
I'm saying.
I went to the Monday night game. That was a game where I was
What
like,
if
Justin
Aaron-
Fields is the guy.
What if Aaron Rodgers is dealing for the Steelers at that point?
We'll beat him.
Oh,
Probably
that
not.
would be great if Aaron Rodgers matchup.
He'd
again.
have to come here. Yeah, I remember I was at the Monday night game, whatever it was, 4 years ago in Pittsburgh, and I walked out of that stadium being like, I know we lost, but Justin
By the
Fields-
way, you bet the over, you're getting like plus 105.
Oh, wow. I'm going to wait.
Good
I'm going to
value.
wait. I'm going
It's
to wait.
good value.
I'm
All
going
right,
to wait and
we
see.
can't hold you hostage, so give us a derby pick. You're going with journalism, aren't you?
No,
because
I
you are
never
the
bet
Big
the
J
favorite.
journalist.
I never bet the favorite, but I will probably put him in
A box.
yeah. I don't know. The Baeza, the horse that just got in. I like him.
Eddie loves him.
Eddie loves him.
Yeah, Eddie will check.
What's
I
his
heard
name?
him talking about
I thought you
Baeza.
meant my Eddie. I was
Oh,
like,
I don't know if
I don't
Eddie
trust my
likes
Eddie
him.
on horses.
No, Eddie Olczyk
Eddie O,
likes him.
okay,
He said
then-
if he gets in,
All right. He did just lose, though, to journalism at the Santa Anita
He's going to
Journal.
want him more now.
that was a fast track. This
It
is going to
was.
be a
The one
dog
thing I'll
track.
say about journalism, I think his last 4 races, he's beaten a combined 12 horses. They've all been 5-horse.
Do you know what?
Races.
I don't trust him.
Okay.
Oh, very good.
I like that fake news. We need fake news in here.
Fake
Fake news
up
is
against
another one.
journalism.
If we had a
That
fake
should be a
news
great
race,
horse
oh
name.
my
Yeah.
God.
Fake news
I
coming
bet
out of the
there is.
That
11
would be
hole.
incredible.
I bet there is. All right,
Incredible.
Big Cat, great stuff.
All right. Thank you, boys.
You're the best. Barstool Big